Okay, only today 1.61 maybe. My dear fellow, if you wish to live a truly happy and contented life, you must know and remember that you have only today. Nothing more. Alright, the nature of a person is to worry about what happened yesterday and what waits him tomorrow. If, however, he will ingrain within his mind the fact he has only today, then he will certainly be a very calm and patient person and will not fear anyone. His life will be genuinely favorable without any worries or vexations. How is that possible? If I'm able to get the box of reality to be only today, Rak Hayom, somehow that is going to get me to get rid of vexations. What a great word. When's the last time you used the word vexation? Hi, I'm having a lot of vexations today. Very, very vexing vexations. Vexations. What a challenge, too. He says, the nature of a person is to worry about what happened yesterday and what awaits him tomorrow. You'll ingrain within his mind. So we're seeing a bunch of things here that are important. If we're able to get this thing called today only, we'll no longer fear anyone. What does that mean? How is it we're not going to fear anyone if we get the only today idea? Two, how will we get rid of all worries and vexations by being only in today? Three, if it's the nature of a person to worry about what happened yesterday and what awaits him tomorrow, then how are you supposed to do it? And how do you ingrain in your mind you have only today? And how will that make you calm? So many questions. So we're going to hopefully get some answers to all of them with God's help through the holy writings of Shlomo Eliezer Schick, Zecher Tzadik Levracha. Now, yeah, I happen to be in a sauna with my clothes on, so don't worry. And it's audio, so you're good. Let's just go with the first sentence for today. My dear fellow, if you wish to a truly and happy, contented life, you must know that and remember that you have only today, nothing more. The nature of a person is to worry about what happened yesterday. You have only today. Meaning, there's this box of reality. I guess we don't know that we're going to wake up tomorrow. Now, my wife, a holy wife, said to me today that she's been realizing that if we believe our holy mystics and sages that teach us that every day the world is created anew, it means that every day our own personal world is created anew, then there really doesn't exist yet. I guess that's his point. Which means anything but today. So all these projections into the future, are basically false. They're false. This is more than just like, oh, well, you don't really know what's going to be. We're sort of saying, you don't even know if there's going to be. Not what's going to be. Is there even going to be? So, the Rav here is telling us that we have only today. And that's important. I sometimes find myself asking people in therapy, if you knew for absolute certain this problem is going to go away on Thursday, today is Tuesday, would you be able to get through it? Absolutely. What if you didn't know it's not going to get away? Well, it doesn't change today. Today is the same suffering, except that I'm adding my vision and my weight of all the tomorrows onto today. And the crazy thing is, he's teaching us they don't exist. But not just they don't exist because they're an imaginary projection of my mind. That's true. But he's saying more than that. They don't actually exist. And that Hashem, God, He recreates reality every day. So tomorrow's like literally not created. So what about psychics? What about prophets? What about weathermen? How come tomorrow the weather turns out to be, to a certain degree, like the weatherman said? God continues to make one day seem connected to the next, according to this. It doesn't mean they have to be. Maybe. There's COVID, and we've mentioned this before, but COVID also, you wake up one day and all of a sudden the world's different. It takes one little turn. People know this in their lives too. One little, God forbid, accident, one little divorce, one little success, one little lottery win, boom, everything changes the next day. Well, according to what we thought before, reality was going to be really different. So tomorrow does not exist is what. That's an interesting thing to think about. So take some time and consider thinking about the fact that tomorrow does not exist. Does not exist at all. Instead of saying, well, my thoughts about tomorrow, about what's going to be tomorrow, but is there going to be at all? Then I'm going to be wrong. How do I know? And if I only have today, that's a whole different thing. I have only one day to live. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to act? He says later in the essays, well, maybe. Would a person want to use their last day to be angry, to be resentful, to be down, to be spreading, to be stuck? Yeah. Even if we're really depressed right now, even if we're really anxious, what are we going to do tomorrow? There is no tomorrow. This is a really amazing idea. And I guess that answers the question for the rest of the paragraph, right? What awaits him tomorrow? If we can agree within the mind of only today, then we'll be a very calm and patient person, not fear anyone. I guess, what do I have to fear if I'm not going to see you tomorrow? And why not be calm if I only have this day left? What's the point of getting agitated? And I'm not going to have any worries and vexations because, like, you know, when someone's going to die tomorrow and he lives in such a way that he's only today all the time, it doesn't care. It doesn't make care about tomorrow. My holy father-in-law, the day before he died, I was told, my wife's always there, he was only concerned about who he's going to give charity to, saying beautiful connections and goodbyes. You know, it's not, person's really in today, they don't care. Really don't care. So we have to know and work on that. It's not that what we think is gonna be is wrong. Is it may not be. And since it may not be, we could have a truly better day and be more awake and aware and get more done. Thank you for giving us a chance to share. See you next time.